Hi, everybody. Over the next few weeks, we're going to go over the philosophy of attracting what you want. Have you ever heard of Esther Hicks? She wrote a lot of books on the law of attractions. She offered a lot of techniques and tools for attracting your best life and becoming your dreams. She is a driving force for people who are looking to bring their best lives forward into reality. One of her mechanisms for manifesting what you wanted was to do what she called a rampage of appreciation. The rampage helped you get into the vortex, as she called it, which was a space where you can work on creating everything you wanted for yourself. So when you get into the vortex, and other people might call it flow, you're able to kind of create these things you want in life. And one of her tools for getting in the vortex is to do a rampage of appreciation. Now, I know the word rampage can be triggering to some of us, myself included, but in this case, the rampage is really positive, not a negative rampage of anger. Today on the I Care About You podcast, we are going over the steps of the appreciation rampage, how to do it, why you would do it, and I'm going to give some examples as well. Before we begin, I want to remind you to order my book, Reasons to Live. The link is in the description. I would also like to remind you to go to julianajbruno.com for the link of the book and for other things like booking time with me. I'll see you there on the website. Okay, let's review the when, the why, to go on a rampage of appreciation, and then we'll discuss how to do it, and I will give you some examples. So why would you use this appreciation technique? It is a very easy technique that can really change your perspective. If you struggle to be happier or develop more positive mood, this technique can help you train your brain to think more positively and graciously, and it can give yourself more grace and compassion over time. It's also fun, much more so than a deep dive into your flaws and using that internal dialogue to beat yourself up emotionally. This is kind of a really fun technique once you get into it, and I think you'll enjoy it. You have to kind of let go of your inhibitions a little bit, so make sure when you do the type of this rampage, you are in a place where you feel safe or protected. It's really fun. You could also do it in public if you so choose, if you're very gregarious. This kind of technique really helps you both emotionally and physically reset your brain when you feel the doubt creeping in. It's also a lot of fun, like I said, which is a mood boost in itself. So you're using both your brain and your body in this type of exercise. This helps to manifest more happiness and success in your life because you are drawing it to you using gratitude, which is one of the key components to the law of attraction, is to draw that energy you want to you. Using this before an event like a job interview helps calm you and remind you that you are worthy of the job. It's like a mini boost of confidence. Doing this simple technique over time can change your mindset, reboot your outlook for the better, because you are using a manifesting technique to draw a positive life to you. Sometimes when I am working on a problem or trying to figure out what to do, I use this technique. By fostering positive thoughts around my thought process, I open the door to attract the thought or idea that I'm seeking. For example, a rampage in how I think of solutions and how thankful I am that I have a functioning brain and a memory can lead me to the answers I've been looking for. It's also like a pep talk during a critical moment in a game, giving the players a boost of confidence and a belief that they can play an incredible game. So you use this daily in your practice just to foster gratitude, but you also can use this technique when you are about to do something like a job interview or a major event. Maybe you're going to talk to somebody, you're going to have a conversation you're sort of stressed about, or something big's happening. You can do it to just kind of center yourself and give yourself a little extra confidence boost, but it's also a daily practice just to draw the good life to you. So when do you use this appreciation rampage? Esther recommends doing it daily. I find it really helpful to do this right before big things, like I said, such as a job interview, a meeting you're leading, a first date, a first meeting with someone, a conversation that you're worried about, or anytime you're feeling the jitters or self-doubt creep in. You should do this when you're already feeling good or when you feel that negative thoughts might be creeping into your positive outlook. Often this looks like self-doubt. You feel like you are on top of the world, and then you start looking for reasons as to why you don't deserve feeling good. You start finding faults, self-blame, thoughts of doubt, self-loathing, all those things. When you are feeling good, but then start thinking about what you can bring in that isn't good, like you're feeling good, you feel like you don't deserve it subconsciously. So you start thinking about all your faults or self-blame or things of that nature. This is the time to do the appreciation rampage. And also, as I said, just as a daily practice. So how do you do it? You look around your surroundings and you notice something positive and let that lead you to the next positive thing. You can start with a positive affirmation such as, I am worthy of this new job, tailor it to the situation if needed, like a job interview, but you can also simply use it generally. Like you could say, today is a beautiful day. I love the smell of rain in the fall. If you have a particular situation coming up, you can do this for a week or a few days before the event until the situation is over, just as kind of a prep up to that particular event that's happening in your life. The law of attraction will take about 17 seconds to bring you to more things that you are grateful for. What I mean by this is once you start saying, what a beautiful day, I'm great at job interviews, whatever it is, just in getting in that mindset, that energy will draw new things to be thankful for. You don't have to say, I'm thankful for all the time. You can say things like, I love my fill in the blank instead, or I really think that the sunshine is gorgeous. You don't have to say, I am thankful for, I'm thankful for, I am thankful for. Okay, so find something in the room. Let's practice that you're thankful for, or a positive affirmation that applies to an upcoming situation. Spend a few seconds concentrating on it. Just look at it deeply or think about the positive affirmation deeply. Maybe say it over to yourself a couple of times. Then say something positive about it and let the affirmation and positive thoughts flow out from there. Like I said, it might take about 17 seconds to really bring those positive affirmations to you. You need to start drawing it in energetically. Here's an example. Say I'm having anxiety about driving to my friend Mia's house. I might say, this car is always so reliable. I am happy I have a car to get me to Maya's house. I love how this car has brought me to so many wonderful places. This car is not hard to drive. People on the road will be helpful. I love this car. This car is not hard to drive. Driving is fun when you let go of stress. I enjoy seeing all the homes and the greenery and the sights along the way. It's fun to see people out on the streets living their lives. I'm thankful I am able to go to Maya's. I love Maya. They're so kind. I enjoy hanging out with them. We always have so much fun. They are a wonderful friend. I am happy to have so much wonderful friends. I am so glad I have other friends. Everyone is so thoughtful and nice. I am thankful for my friends. Just something like that will spark you out. Or you could, if it's a job interview or a particular situation in mind, you might start with, I am worthy of this job. I have a great skill set for this job. I have a fresh perspective to this work. I am a great coworker. I'm super fun to work with. I can do this job. The tasks of this job description are so interesting. I am good at problem solving. I'm a great leader. I'm a great mentor. I'm great at interviews. I am calm during interviews. I give thoughtful answers to the questions. All the skills I need, I already have. I am skillful interviewee. I am calm and thoughtful. I am the right person for the job. This job is mine. Start with one thought and let the gratitude manifest over things to be grateful for. If you have developed a really negative perspective on life, it might take you a few times to get in the groove of gratitude and positive perspective in order to get through the rampage, but just keep at it. It's okay to pause and think about the next thing. If you lose your train of thought, just look around to something to be thankful for and start again. This isn't an in a box. You can really free flow with this. You want to say the things out loud and to have it be spontaneous. If saying them out loud is a challenge, consider writing them down as a stream of consciousness type writing and maybe murmuring them to yourself. This means you should just write down whatever comes to mind and don't overthink it. That's the stream of consciousness writing. You're just like when you're doing the rampage by saying it out loud, you don't want to put a lot of thought into crafting everything you're saying. You're just letting the stream of consciousness take over. So how long should you do this techniques? Esther Hicks recommends doing it for about 15 minutes daily. If this is a challenge for you, don't worry, just keep going. It will quickly become easier over time, and as time goes on, and you'll naturally find yourself looking at something you really appreciate and going, wow, that flower's so beautiful. I love this garden. You'll naturally just start doing it because you've started to train your brain to attract what you want. As I said, if you need help, you can go to my website and schedule time with me. I'm happy to help you work through the technique and apply it to your self-love practice, which you should have. Even if you think you do have self-love, it's still important to have a self-love practice just to keep yourself grounded in the fact that you are worthy, you are amazing, you are a wonderful human being. So this technique, super easy, right? You just need to concentrate on something for a couple of minutes that you feel grateful for, that's amazing in the room, or something positive about a situation that's coming up. Say that out loud. And continue on saying things that are positive, that you are grateful for 15 minutes, and then go on with your day. It will all flow and come together. And that's it. And I promise you, this technique will give you some profound results. We're going to continue on with this series of Law of Attraction for a couple of episodes, a few episodes, just to get through Esther Hicks techniques on the Law of Attraction. And then we'll talk about a few other techniques for attracting what you want in life, whether it's just happiness, self-worth, getting over a challenging situation, achieving a dream or goal. You can apply these techniques to all those facets of your life and more. If you really want something to come into your life, these are some really wonderful techniques to make it happen for you. And those things can be emotional, physical, actual possessions or things, financial security, learning new things, getting better jobs, finding relationships, finding self-worth, finding happiness, finding positivity, finding your tribe, all types of things you want to bring in your life. These things we're going to talk about over the next month are really, really going to help you. And they're very simple techniques that you can apply without having to engage in much time. So, as always, my friends, know that I love you and I support you, and you can be your own change. I love you and I support you, and you can be your own change. So take care, my friends.